G'day guys and welcome back to Doctor Who. This is the season finale. This is episode 8 or episode 7 of season 40, season 14, season 1, whatever you want to call it. It is the season finale and it doesn't really seem like it should be. Not in terms of story or anything, it just doesn't feel like it's been 7 weeks. I've been looking forward to every episode and time has just flown by. I've been suitably impressed by it. Yeah, it's just gone by real quick. What happened previously? We had the let's say reintroduction to Sutek. Only problem is I don't think I wrote down his speech that he had. Which is unfortunate. I should have written it down, but I didn't. But we have Sutek. He's back. I understand he's a classic Who villain. So that's great for everyone who's watched classic Who. I have not. We have... what else? I just want to see... It was Susan who turned into one of those things that turn people to sand, along with the Harbinger. And we have Ruby is with the memory or whatever you want to call it of her mother in the time window room, and we had that pose where she's about to grab Ruby, or the person under the hood I should say, not she, is about to grab Ruby. I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I assume Ruby's about to be turned into sand. Who the hell knows? I am looking forward to it. But before we get to that, read some comments that I got from the last episode. Thank you all very much. We'll start with Kate Furnox, who says, nice reaction. I absolutely love this episode and can't wait to see how it all ends next week. What a great comeback of one of Doctor Who's original villains. Well, thank you very much for that one. And... if you've watched Classic Who, I'm sure it's very exciting. I'm still confused as to how Sutek is. It's one of those things where it's like you got to remind yourself that I don't think that there's magic involved in all of this. And it's like science and technology, that sort of thing. But I could be wrong. It's kind of blurring the lines a little bit. It's basically asking you not to think about it. It just is what it is. So... unless there's an explanation for Sutek in the Classic Who Pyramids of Mars. But otherwise, I don't know. I am looking forward to see how this ends, though. I actually can't wait. It's actually the most excited I've been for a Doctor Who finale in a few years now, actually. So I'm looking forward to that. Rogue Planet says, Sutek is one of the baddest of the bad from classic Doctor Who. Watch The Pyramids of Mars from 1975. He makes the Master look like a birthday party clown. Now, I don't have time for clowns. I don't do clowns. I want to punch clowns. I want to run from clowns. So that's why I haven't watched it. But, I mean, yeah, Pyramids of Mars. I managed to find it on iTunes. That's really the only place I could actually find it. I'm sure there's probably YouTube or like Google Play or something. I don't know, but iTunes was the first one that popped up. $3 an episode. I have all 4. I was debating on whether or not I wanted to watch it now or before the finale, or finish the finale and then do it. I've decided on watching the finale, obviously, and then going into Pyramids of Mars just to get that backstory. But I'm still debating whether or not I watch all at once, because every episode's about 23 to 25 minutes long. And there's only 4 episodes, so I could do 1 a week type of deal, or do 2 a week or something. I'm still debating. But this week is the finale. Next week will be Pyramids of Mars. And if y'all have got any Classic Who recommendations, I will do my best to get my hands on them and we can watch that. You can watch my reaction to those, because I've never seen... well, I've seen the first episode of Classic Who, but I haven't watched any others. So maybe there's something before Pyramids of Mars I should watch. Maybe I should just watch Pyramids of Mars just to get the backstory on Sutekh, and then we can watch whatever. But if y'all got any Classic Who recommendations, let me know in the comment section down below. Everyone else is saying, yes, Sutekh the Destroyer is a villain from Classic Who. He's considered one of the top 10 Who villains. It's considered one of the best ever Doctor Who stories of all time. From Tom Baker's era. Oh, not just Tom Baker's era, but he is from Tom Baker's era. Ian Doveston says, I think that one evil tech genius was a jab at Elon Musk. You're probably right. Evil tech genius. Yeah, they were talking about that. I'll be tracking down everyone with alien tech except that one guy. So yeah, it makes sense that it's Elon Musk. Honestly, who else would there be? YouTube Lord says, you do not say, who is Sutekh when the god of death comes a-calling? Sutekh almost won the first time with both hands tied behind his back. Anyone who hasn't seen Pyramid of Mars should try and watch it and then rewatch this episode. Yeah. That's cool. Everyone seems real excited for Sutekh. I wish I was with you guys. Maybe if I'd known Sutekh was coming, I'd have watched Pyramids of Mars before all this to get equally as excited as you guys. But here we are. This is the season finale. So let's get to it.
This is the doctor. We're on our way back. Try to contain that thing.
Just gonna shoot it. Not Kate.
Why can't I see her?
Because she's wearing a hood. How is that difficult to explain?
All the bullets turn to dust, ma'am.
Well, shit.
Oh, one day.
I am Sutekh's dust of death.
You need that lightning. Does it? Oh, okay. It actually works on robots.
Thanks and love. And please send this monster back into hell. No! Because I have to hope. But
Time travel.
there will be birds.
There will be birds. Huh? Whoa. Is this like a classic Who TARDIS? Or is it like all of them in one?
Should do it.
That always been called a cloister bell?
I cast you into the time vortex. I sent you forward to your own death.
Instead, I found
The TARDIS. Yeah.
I clung to your infernal machine. And
In the
for
time
so
vortex. Yeah.
years, I hid. I have traveled with you for all this time.
Damn.
Riding the spine, I burst them all. My angels of death now stand
Wow, man.
across the universe.
I bring
Yeah.
Sutekh's dust of death.
Every living thing is an appointment
So every planet he's ever been to is about to be dust, huh?
to release them into blessed depths.
Okay. So what did I miss? Every Susan triad, they were innocent. They were all real.
Absolutely real. Every time the TARDIS would land, it would roll her out like...
Printed paper?
Okay, so the TARDIS has a perception, so it doesn't get noticed. It just sits there kind of unseen.
Yeah.
Because it casts a field around it at 66.7 meters.
73 yards.
How'd you know that?
I don't know, I just do.
Yeah.
It's happening over and over again. Every time I landed there.
Damn.
1999,
1911?
1066.
Maybe.
So many times.
All at once. Though, how does that work, though? Was that a classic sound?
Because I traveled to all those worlds. thought it was fun.
And it was. That was the whole point, yeah? Have fun. Maybe save somebody. He's in space. We shouldn't hear him scream. That was one hell of an image, though, I have to say.
The universe stands silent in death.
I don't know. Somewhere over that way. They said there was food, but I haven't seen them since.
Oh, baby.
Hush now, darling. Let me give the man his chaffee.
Who is the little one?
Is anyone actually in there?
I think I called her Brindle,
Brindle.
but it was all a very long time ago.
Well, at least you survived.
It's probably last week.
I'm not sure I did, really. I think my daughter died, didn't she?
Hmm.
And I forgot.
That's some shit right there.
They say it travels the death wave down the family line.
Huh.
But it's so determined to kill that it can travel backwards. From child to mother.
That's fucked. Fuck that. That was depressing.
Best time of my life.
We met Einstein.
Huh.
Did we?
She's forgetting?
God, I've forgotten.
Ah, fuck.
Exhausted.
Nuts. She's gonna turn into one of those things?
I wish there's something we could do to just see her.
But the government says...
Okay, then who's up?
I mean, the government is...
Ah, this prick.
Shame, in absolute shame.
Let me see.
Now's the time.
Mad Jack?
No, nothing.
Give it to me.
That's the timeline she didn't
There.
exist in?
Show me.
In particular, the DNA testing regime.
Yeah, it's a timeline that shouldn't exist.
What is it?
Nuclear weapons?
Well, that's the guy off the TV, but who's he?
I propose compulsory DNA testing for the entire population.
DNA testing?
DNA testing became compulsory for the entire population in the UK. So if your mother was still alive...
She'd be on record.
The DNA list was locked away under top security. But guess who invented the security?
Nice. Convenient.
Okay, Mel, you better keep watch. This tech service could be anywhere. And don't take any risks. We're all getting out of this.
Don't worry about me.
Damn.
Find that name.
The doctor just realized something, yeah?
Searching 76 million people.
It had DNA match confirmed. I don't know.
Who is she?
Is her mum Mrs. Claus or something? What the hell?
She died.
Whoa.
She died. Marina, I'm sorry.
Poor Melanie.
I loved you, Mel. And what good did love do, Doctor? When did it ever help?
Kick her.
Sutek, I promise you, I will worship you. If you just allow me.
What the hell?
The screen. It found the name. But I don't understand.
I don't know. Is it Osiris or something? Fuck, find her.
Maybe this is for you.
Waiting for so long.
Bitch.
You great big god of nothing.
Clearly, they don't know everything about the TARDIS. See ya.
Into the vortex.
He's back in his prison again. That's cool. Okay. I'm still confused as to what just happened. A little bit. I'll have to rewatch that scene again, I think. The tearing a hole in the time vortex. I don't know, man. Someone has to explain that to me.
I am the one that brings death.
She's lost in the time vortex. I don't know. He'll fall out of that eventually, yeah? No? Just fucked. Never mind.
We've done it.
DNA retrieval.
Ah, we're finally gonna learn who it is. Damn.
Louise Allison Miller, 35 years old. 15
Louise
weeks of birth to you.
Allison Miller.
Records say her stepfather was, well, he was trouble. I think she did the right thing getting you out of that house.
Damn.
She must have hidden the pregnancy. Father, William Benjamin Garnett, 15 at the time. Louise moved to
Shit.
Coventry at the age of 18. Did well, got a degree. She's a nurse.
That's what I don't understand. She's so ordinary.
She's wonderful.
No,
Man.
she's wonderful.
A scared little girl. Making our baby safe.
Yeah.
But she pointed.
She did.
Hmm.
She pointed at you, Doctor.
She wasn't pointing at me. Because we cleaned up the VHS. Behind me
The
was
lamppost.
that lamppost.
What?
So,
It's fucking
It was a
Narnia.
signpost. She was pointing at the name of the road.
Name of the Ruby. Huh.
She was naming you.
Wow. Okay. I mean, that makes sense, I guess.
I always thought it was called. I was named after a road. Ruby Road. You left me by a church 19 years ago. Oh my God.
That's one way to drop a bomb on somebody. Jesus. You know, I want to say at least Ruby gets a happy ending, but the episode's not over yet.
Tom set up a bed in Granzer so Louise can stay the night. And then we can head off. You and me.
Where to?
Wherever you want.
Ruby.
Come out and join. I've told her so much
Nah.
about you. She knows everything.
Live your life with your mother. This is goodbye, Ruby.
I talk about family in a way that I never did before. It's because of you. You have made my life bigger and better.
She was one hell of a companion, I give you that much.
Ruby Sunday. Goodbye.
It is a pity she only gets the one season. He's cried a lot this season.
Oh, what happens to that mysterious traveler in time and space known as the Doctor? I'm sorry to say his story ends in absolute terror.
Sure. I don't know. That was a hell of an emotional scene at the end there with them saying goodbye. Probably would have taken me a bit more by surprise if we didn't already know that she was only going to be here for one season. So I think that's a mistake on their part, but still emotional as hell. I want to say it's kind of rare that a Doctor companion actually gets a happy ending, but I haven't seen every Doctor companion, so I couldn't tell you. It's sad to say goodbye to the Doctor, but we've got her mother, about to meet her father. She's got her adopted mother and grandmother there with her, so she's gonna go on and live her life. And that's it. Hopefully she shows up again sometime. I would love to see Millie Gibson again. She did a phenomenal job. My one question, well, I have plenty of questions, but the one question is like, what do you guys prefer? Do you prefer like this one sort of set story where it's just like one companion for a season, they wrap up whatever story, or do you prefer something like I don't know, like what would you call Bad Wolf? Was that more than one season, or was that one season in particular? I don't know, because then you had a bunch of like Clara. Some first stuff was scattered throughout her entire story, and then do you prefer that sort of long term across multiple seasons, telling one particular story just scattered throughout multiples, along with another major storyline? Or do you prefer something like this, where it's just like they wrap up one person's story, then they move on to the next person, like they did with like Martha and then Donna type of situation? I don't know. I think having just one set story is probably for the better. I actually really preferred this over something that's scattered throughout multiple seasons type of thing. So let me know what you'll think about that. Like I said during the reaction, I am gonna have to rewatch that one scene with Sutek where they're sort of reversing all the death. They're bringing life to death or whatever, or death to death, or whatever they called it. They were just sort of tearing a hole through the time vortex, and that sort of reversed everything. I'm still confused to that. I don't know. It's worth a rewatch for sure. But if someone out there actually understands what's happening, please let me know, because I'm lost. There was a lot of build-up about Sutek, and then it was just kind of dealt with. You know what I mean? Like, he has his threats. He was wiping out all life in the universe, and then they put him on a leash, basically like a horse, and like dragged him basically at the end of a carriage through time vortex, and that was it, man. I don't know if I'm disappointed by it. It was just kind of, it happened, and I think I probably would have enjoyed it more if I understood what was happening a bit more, but maybe that's just me. Let me know what you'll think about this season finale, and let me know what you think about this season. I know there was a bit of thing about it being reinvented, about it being called season 1, and where do you think it compares to like the like, I don't know, let's say, I don't want to focus on like Jodie's stuff, because that wasn't even like Jodie's fault, right? That was just the stories they were telling. But like, let's Jodie's stuff. What do you think it compares to like previous seasons? I know there was a lot of hate for like the flux or whatever it was. I know I hated it. But like, where does it compare? Where does it stack up in terms of like favorite seasons? Is it top 10? And I'm just saying like 2005 to now, not classic Who. Where does it stack up? What did you think of Ruby Sunday? What do you think of the Shooty Gatwa's Doctor? Like, where does it stack up? Let me know your thoughts about this entire season. I loved it. There is a bit of magic involved, but again, I don't know, because magic shouldn't be a thing in this universe, but it seems to be a thing. Maybe, I don't know. I still need to watch Pyramids of Mars to see how Sutek actually came to be, but I really enjoyed it. It was very that sort of, yeah, let's say 2005. It was Garrett Eccleston, Tennant, had that sort of Matt Smith feel about the whole thing. I really enjoyed it. I think all the villains this time, part of the Pantheon, still needs to be explored a little bit more, because there was plenty that they mentioned last episode. So I think the Pantheon still needs to be explored a little bit, but it's cool. And again, you know, they do that thing where they bring in something from the Classic Who to this, which is good for all the Classic Who fans. I haven't watched any, so I can't really join everybody in that, but it's cool to see some of it come back. Yeah, just let me know what you'll think about this season in the comment section down below. And this is one of those episodes where I won't get to your comments until season 2's premiere, I guess, which could be next year, could be year after, I don't know at this point. But I mean, I'll definitely see the comments. Like, I don't get hundreds of them, so I'll definitely see them when they come in. But I don't know. I mean, I could make another video to recap, read some comments if that's what you'll want, so we can discuss and theorize about things. But either way, let me know what you'll think. But that's it for Doctor Who Season 1. As usual, if you'll enjoy this reaction and want to see more, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, join me next time. I'll see you there.